Hello, this is Cynthia at Mountain Accents. Today I am talking to you about double gauze. I have sewn a garment using double gauze for the first time. I am joining Izzy at Izzy Quilts and Sews with the hashtag Sewing Scared because sewing double gauze had me sewing scared. Now the blouse that I made is the Style Arc Blaire top and dress. So it's a nice oversized blouse, and it has like a little overlay with a little underlay piece that you can see on the top, and then there is a dress pattern. I received this beautiful white double gauze with the gold specks as part of my Sew Confident CCC23 course that I'm taking with Jenny at Sew Confident. It is an online course that she is hosting. We are sewing up style art patterns, and I have not got to join the live Zoom class each week except for twice. Well, once, and then I joined for a few minutes of another class. And so I am way behind. However, I have made, this is the second make, this Blair blouse, and I will insert pictures of me wearing it. So it is a nice blouse with a collar and collar stand. Has a grown-on sleeve with a cuff. It has a button placket and 6 little buttons down the placket, and then over here on the side you'll see this is the overlay, and this is the little underlay that peeks through. And so the first part is I was nervous about washing this fabric because of the little gold flecks and drying it, but I did wash it and I line dried it, and then when I ironed it I used a pressing cloth because I didn't want to melt the gold flecks. And that is one of the recommendations that she made. Another thing that she recommended was using a microtex needle, and that does make a huge difference. So I used microtex, I mean 70, so a very fine needle. And she had sent us some very lightweight woven interfacing that we used on the button placket and on the collar stand, the collar and collar stand. And I did use interfacing on both sides. Typically with most patterns with collar and the collar stand, you would only interface one side. But I felt like because of double gauze, I was scared of sewing the double gauze, because I was afraid it would like shift and like wouldn't be even. I did interface both pieces just to make it easier on myself as far as to keep it from stretching out and them not lining up correctly, and that did help. So I got along better than I thought I would with the double gauze. There were a few tricky parts. The first part that I thought was tricky is this collar piece, this cuff on the sleeve, and I have to say I did not do a great job, and I'm not sure if it shows in this packet. The little, let's see, Style Arc does not have extensive directions, but I'm going to see if I can show you this, what the cuff piece looks like. So it is this piece here that's kind of oblong and odd shaped. So you're first going to stitch those little short ends together, and then you attach one side to that grown-on sleeve, and then you I think I used an overlocker to serge my other end, and then you fold it back in on itself, to form this cuff, and then you top stitch it, top stitching the ditch to enclose it. And I did okay up here at the top, but it was down here at the underarm part that mine just seems a little wonky. It's not really noticeable when you're wearing it, and I think since double gauze has the natural crinkles, and it's like someone else commented that with double gauze you either embrace those crinkles and wrinkles or you try to iron them out. But I'm going to embrace it because I did iron it during the process of sewing, but now that it's made, when I wash it, I will wear it however it dries. It'll be crinkled, and I'm not going to iron it because I did not enjoy having to use a pressing cloth to iron this fabric. Now, as far as attaching, you attach your overlay part to your underlay before attaching that part to the top portion of the blouse, and you attach those before you add the button placket. And I feel like I did a good job with that, and I did press my seams down because I was concerned that they would be more visible if they were pressed up under just a single layer of fabric versus a double layer of fabric. Now when I'm wearing it, I didn't notice it until after I already attached my buttons and everything, but it does seem like my alignment might be slightly off here. This side seems to be a little bit lower than this side, but again, I'm going to just embrace that. And the other thing that I found unusual about this pattern, and I watched the sew along back in Jenny's class with Sew Confident, but I also read the instructions and looked at the diagrams, and they clearly have you attach the collar stand to the wrong side of the fabric. So this let me unbutton it so you can see what I'm talking about. So you attach it to the wrong side because here's, like, see, here's my seams. So when you're attaching this initially, you're attaching it this way and you're sewing it across, and then you fold it up, and the little part then that you sew down to get your clean finish is on the outside of the blouse. So this seam here is on the outside. All the other tops that I've ever made that's had a collar and collar stand has been the opposite, where that seam is on the inside of the collar. But actually with this double gauze, I found it easier to I had kind of ironed it up the 1 centimeter, so I had a kind of a guide, but then it was easy to manipulate and cross over my previous seam or line of stitching and then close it, except for right here I have got a little bit still showing. It's not as clean as what I would like, but I think that is partly because of the sewing with double gauze and this just not being as familiar with this pattern. I think you can see a little bit of my stitching here. I don't know if it's showing up there, but for overall though, it created a very clean finish. And then when this collar is bent over, you're of course not going to notice that. And now this part that is a little bit, shows a little loose threads there, it will show on the front, but again, I'm going to embrace that. I have to say that sewing the double gauze is not my favorite. I do like the feel of this, and I believe that I will get a lot of wear out of this. Especially, it's super hot outside today, and of course I'm trying to stay inside the air conditioning. We've had such hot weather the past few days that it makes me feel bad, and so I've been trying to stay in the air conditioning. But if I were to go out, I think this would be very comfortable to wear out on a hot summer day. And I did go outside to take some pictures, and then I came in and I popped on this Closet Core Cielo top that's made out of a Japanese cotton fabric that I purchased from Cloth Edit. And it's a nice little comfortable top. But I just got it on with a pair of jeans just for the sake of when I was taking my photos. After this, I'm going to be putting back on just little shorts and a t-shirt or a tank top. But this came together very well. I believe, I'm not sure that I would want a dress made out of double gauze, but as far as tops, I believe that I will, or I may try making pajamas or a robe. It kind of puts me in the mind of burp cloths from for babies. This material does, and I also have a couple of like kitchen towels that are made for like drying dishes. That's kind of made out of this like a double gauze fabric, and but I have never worn it, so we'll see how I get on with wearing it. I did better with sewing it, but I would definitely recommend using the Microtex needle. I believe that is what kept my machine from just eating the fabric, because I believe if it was a bigger needle or a blunter needle that it would have pushed the fabric down inside of my machine. And as far as the Style Arc Blaire blouse and dress, I think it's a win. I definitely want to make the dress version, and I think that I would like to make it in lightweight denim or chambray. But I think it'd make a great little dress. I want to take the time to thank all my new subscribers. I've gained quite a few in the last month and a half. And I thank all of you for joining me. I hope more of you will decide to subscribe. Click like if you like this video. And I look forward to seeing you in future videos. I know I haven't done a June makes yet, and it'll probably be June and July together. I might even do June, July, and August together. I've just been super busy with work and just I've not had time to do much filming or sewing. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.